Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, here on the Daily Politics, we see our role as very much helping you through the scary forest that is the election campaign. But as well as listening out for political prospects going bump in the dark and uncosted policies hiding up trees, we're keeping a lookout for the smaller parties lurking in the electoral woods. Today, we're shining our torches at the official monster Raving Loony Party. Formed in 1982 by Screaming Lord Sutch and current leader Howling Lord Hope, they urge people to vote for insanity. They want to make all MPs wear the slogans of any companies that they do work for, just like Formula One drivers and snooker players, and introduce a 30-day cooling-off period for general elections, so you can get your vote back if you aren't happy. They have fiscal plans too, such as introducing a 99p coin to save on change, and complicating the UK tax system so it'll be too hard for corporations to find the loopholes. They also promise musicians free transport on trams and buses as a thank you for bringing joy into people's lives. And Loony Party leader Howling Lord Hope is with me now. Welcome back on the Daily Politics. You say that your 2017 Manifesto is soft in the centre, not quite right, or is it loony left? Which one would you say?
Al dente.
What does that mean?
Soft in the middle.
Soft in the middle.
We don't want a hard one or a soft one. We want al dente one.
Soft in the... You must be very proud that it's not in any way fully costed.
Well, to be quite honest with you, the monster Raving Loony Party has a very good idea of what should happen with Brexit. If and when we come out, we then declare ourselves the offshore tax haven. We are the biggest island that Europe's got. Jersey, Guernsey and the Isle of Man become our satellite islands. We then tell the gnomes of Zurich to go and sling their hook in the nearest fish pond. We would then own Europe without Europe rolling us.
Does Zurich still have...
Only Loony Party would think of this.
Does Zurich still have gnomes?
I think so, don't they?
That was Harold Wilson that talked about the gnomes of Zurich.
Yes,
anyway, I mean,
they're still there as far as I know.
That may well be adopted. The Chancellor has talked about a different economic model if we were not to get a deal on Brexit. And I see that UKIP has adopted your immigration policy of one in, one out.
Yes.
You're ahead of your time.
Of course we are. We're always ahead of our time. We found that if we put an idea in a politician's mind, over a year it becomes his idea and they act upon it, and over the years we've got many, many things through Parliament, as you well know.
Theresa May has been warning of her phrase, a coalition of chaos, but I would have thought a coalition of chaos is right up your street.
Of course it is.
I mean, have you had any of the other parties sounding you out, see if you're up for this?
Well, yes. I mean, Nigel Farage has always said to us, you know, we ought to form a coalition between us. And I always said to him, yes, Nigel, you keep, we sleep.
I mean, you've had other... Very well. You've had other ideas pinched by parties. 24-hour drinking, pet passports.
Passports for pets.
What of your current policies do you think the other parties will pinch?
Well, I think Jeremy Corbyn has been talking about a bank holiday on St George's Day. We advocated that years ago.
Did you really?
Yes, we really did.
You are ahead of your time.
If you want tomorrow's policies, vote for us today. Sorry, if you want yesterday's policies, vote for us today.
Now, you've never had a candidate retain their deposit.
Never, ever.
But if you did, I mean, you'd have to consider your position, would you not?
Of course I would, yes.
I mean, you couldn't really survive as leader if you were to.
No. We've always said if anybody ever retains their deposit, they're getting too many votes and not being loony enough.
And you are the UK's longest-serving political leader too.
17 years, yes, dead right.
So, I mean,
if you... There's a good record there, isn't there?
If you show some kind of success about being too electable or coming up with policies that other parties are pinching, I mean, I would suggest your position is in trouble. We have
always said the monster Raving Loony Party is the parliamentary think tank. The parliamentary think tank. They pinch our ideas all the time. There's nothing we can do about it.
Who's doing the thinking in your party?
Me, all the other members. In fact, on our loonyparty.com, if you go on there and click along the top, there's a piece on there you can send in your own policies. And at our party conference in Blackpool, We then look through them, see which ones are good, and see which ones we're going to use. Anybody's policies we can use.
Have you dropped what was your solution to global warming, which was to put the air conditioning units on the outside of buildings?
No, we haven't dropped that at all. That's
still central.
I'm glad you remember that. Well done.
Yeah, well, I thought it was interesting. What do you make of this constitutional proposal that there can be a 30-day cooling off period after you vote? So you can decide if you want to take your vote back. You reduce the voting age to 5 years old, because that's how MPs behave at PMQs, and relocate Parliament to Wormwood Scrubs to save MPs the commute.
Quite hard to find a consensus for that. It's been a great honour meeting Howling Lord, actually,
Yes.
and I think this is your 25th contest of the
Yes,
polls.
but-
I think there should be a father of the polls, like there's a father of the house, and I
Yeah,
think it would be
maybe.
you, wouldn't it? Because it's 25 elections in a row.
Yes.
It's glorious. You're part of the continuity of the realm.
Wow, you never thought you'd hear that, did you?
No.
I'm a constitutional expert.
No. Well said, sir.
So
well
you are.
said.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
I've been getting away with it all